Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at why do people crush on you? So we're actually starting your reading off at 1555 on the clock. So that's a beautiful synchronicity for this reading today. I'm now going to show you crystals for each pile, but please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So for pile 1, we have rose quartz. And we have the queen. And for pile number 2, we have this homemade salt crystal. And we have the butterfly. And for pile number 3, we have Larimar. And we have the water fairy. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be a pile for today. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the queen with woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, friendships card number 4, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at why do people crush on you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So you are showing up as a king or a queen here, depending on what you resonate with most. You are showing up as royalty, this very regal person. And I feel from your energy, people may put you on a pedestal. And I feel it has a lot to do with your energy and the way you carry yourself. I feel you have a lot of charisma, my pile number ones, but you also have a lot of Venusian energy. You could have Libra or Taurus within your chart, or also Leo. There's something about you where you carry yourself with gracefulness and with this type of energy of elegance. And you just look so powerful. You look so confident in yourself with the way you carry yourself. It's like this gentle gracefulness that people are very attracted to, and then they start to put you on a pedestal, treat you like a king or a queen, and it's like people want to treat you like a king or a queen. You could have this very harmonic energy to you with the harp here. You could also have a very beautiful voice, and you could also be very aesthetically pleasing to look at, because when we think of a king or a queen, they have the type of attractiveness that just stands out, and that's you, my pile number ones. And with the rose quartz crystal you chose, even if you don't have Libra or Taurus in your chart, you could show up in this Venusian energy because you're someone that really pours into your own cup with self-love, I'm getting, but you also embody an energy of higher love, of unconditional love, or just this higher type of love. You have a really, really big heart, and this is why I was drawn to using rose quartz for you. I feel like rose quartz also gives me like a very feminine energy that is very beautiful. So I'm getting that from this pile. You could be seen as very physically attractive, but then it's also your heart and your inner beauty that makes people crush on you. You could also be seen as very sensual and seductive, but with this kind of pure energy that screams, respect me. And that's what a king or a queen is like. they're very respected by their community, but they also have a type of energy where they have a lot of leadership qualities and skills, and a lot of people look up to them. It kind of reminds me of like, Miss Universe, when people really look up to her because she embodies all these traits of being a good example, a good role model to younger, women, you know what I mean? So you could have that type of energy of generosity within your heart, of gracefulness, a very gentle demeanor to you as well. But you could also have this very fierce energy to you as well. When I think of a queen, I think of like Queen Bee, Beyonce. Like that type of energy that just stands out. You could also have people have friendship crushes on you, platonic crushes on you, because of how big your heart is, because of how much of a caring person you are. You just embody and exude harmony that makes people want to be around you. With the number 4, you make people feel at home. You make people feel at ease. You make people feel at peace and in safety, like at home. You feel like very much like home to people. And this is why people crush on you. Since we have the person in the background here, you may have a lot of people secretly admire you from afar and crush on you as well. So let's go ahead and add your cards. I'm first going to go ahead and use the Starseed Oracle deck. This is from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck. And then we're going to use the Victorian Fairy Tarot. So, spirit guides of my pile number 1s. Why do people crush on my pile 1s? We have you're not alone with isolation, physical connection, and community. And I'm being told to emphasize on the harmonic energy with the harp. Your voice could sound like a beautiful melody, or you could just embody a lot of harmony in the way that you are. Then we also have Earth pulsing with pulse of the mother, slow down time in nature. Some of you could also be Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or you could just embody this earthy energy, regardless of what your sign is, that makes you feel safe to others, that makes people kind of feel like they can just be in the present moment and enjoy the present moment. Earth signs are very present in the moment. They're not like all over the place or chaotic. They're very present. They're like earth signs are people that can slow down and can really take it slow and steady towards their goals and towards the things they want. And I feel like you have that energy where you're able to slow down, where you're able to really take slow baby steps towards whatever it is you want, whether it is in a friendship, in romance, or in your career. I see you taking that slow and steady steps towards where you want to be and building a strong foundation with whatever it is you want to build in your life. And this is exactly why people crush on you, because with the queen showing up, people feel like this shows reliability. This shows that you're someone they can count on, that you're someone they can trust. And when they really slow down and build a stable foundation with you, it feels like home. It feels like something that's going to provide growth to not only the connection, but to the both of you individually together. You're someone that's always ever growing, and you're always watering yourself so that you can grow even more, and watering the people around you. And your environment kind of takes care of you. You may be that type of person that likes to have a beautiful environment, an environment that kind of sets the mood or the tone to keep you focused, to keep you going on whatever it is you're focused on. And that focus you have makes people crush on you. When people crush on you, they more so see you as someone they want to kind of go towards and create a long-term partnership. Because when we think of earth grows for a really long time, like a tree. It stays there for a really long time, but you have to put in effort for earth to grow. So earth needs to be in the right environment to grow. It needs to have enough water. It needs to have enough sun. So, when people do come towards you and try to create connections with you, but maybe they're not nurturing enough towards you, maybe they're not goal orientated enough, or maybe they're not giving you enough sun, which maybe would be like friendship. Maybe you're someone that likes to have friendship and a connection as well, or just positivity or something like that. Or maybe they're just not exceeding what you want in a long-term partner, then they naturally fall away. But I see the people that are meant to be in your life long-term see this about you and will exceed those expectations and water you as well and take care of you as well. You know what I mean? You could be someone that really likes to spend time outside in nature. You could be a very peaceful person, very intelligent, very rational as well. You know how to make decisions within your own life. And this is exactly why people crush on you. But when they crush on you, they see you as a life partner. You have this very angelic, pure vibe to you in the way that you are. And you could smell really good because I'm looking at the flowers here, and the scent of flowers smell very beautiful. You could have a gentleness and a gracefulness like a flower, and open up your heart like a beautiful flower. You could also have a very nurturing energy that makes people feel very comfortable and safe in your presence. I'm hearing that song by Cleo Sol, Safe in Your Arms. And you make people feel like they're not alone in the world. You make them feel like they are connecting to you on a heart-to-heart level. And it feels electric, it feels passionate when people connect to you as well. I feel like even introverts will sometimes crush on you, even if they like to spend more time alone. They'll become a little bit more extroverted with you, if that makes sense. Even if you're not an extrovert, like let's say this is the type of person that like makes you their partner eventually, but usually maybe they're not someone that always likes to spend 24/7 with their partner, but with you they'll enjoy your company so much that they'll want to do that. Does that make sense? So I see an energy like that. I see you're just very high respected in your community in general, and you could be seen as marriage material, father, mother material, or you could be a parent yourself or just have a very nurturing energy. And at the back of the deck, we have empathetic starseed with energetic sovereignty and absorbing what's not yours. So I feel like because you're so empathetic and nurturing to people, that could also be a quality people really like in you, which is why people end up crushing on you. And I feel like you're able to really mirror to people things within themselves, match people's energies, where they feel like they kind of like see a little bit of themselves in you. So you may get people crush on you where they feel like they can see a little bit of themselves in you, even if you're not completely similar. You know, you could have similarities, if that makes sense, or you could match their energy really well. So let's take a look at tarot. Spirit guides of pile 1. Okay, we have the Worlds. We have the Awakening card, which is the Judgment card. We have the Burning Oak, which is the Tower. We have the Two of Spring, which is the Two of Wands. And one more card, the Ace of Summer, which is the Ace of Cups. And at the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Spring, which is the Nine of Wands. And in this card, you know, we see this person staring into something. So, you know, people could like to stare at you from afar, crush on you from afar, secretly admire you from afar, in terms of strangers and people in social media and things like that. So my pile number 1's, why do people crush on you? I'm getting you seem to people like you're the perfect person to date. Like you're the perfect person people see to settle down with. I think sometimes people crush on you with the Burning Oak here, the Tower, and it's like they like what they see on paper with the Two of Wands. But if you've ever had people be a little bit indecisive towards you in terms of dating, like let's say you're talking to a person and it seems like they really want something with you, but then eventually they become flighty and they shy away, and then maybe months later or years later when they're actually ready to settle down, they come your way and you're already maybe in a relationship or you're over them. I feel that type of energy where a lot of people will kind of weed themselves out because they already know that you're marriage material. They already know that you're romantic material in some way. I'm clairvoyantly seeing an image of the Little Mermaid when she's rowing with Eric on the boat, and then the person's Sebastian's like, kiss the girl. He sings that song, Kiss the Girl. So on paper, everything you are is something people would want in a partnership, and that is exactly why people crush on you. Though the wrong people that are not for you with the burning oak, the people that are not ready, will weed themselves out because they can already see. With the awakening card, it's like in their reflection of themselves, they don't want to be someone that breaks hearts or hurts you. I just bit my tongue. And they might be a little bit afraid to say this at first, like they're not fully ready for a relationship or to settle down. But it's like, because they have that guilty conscience, they have to be honest with you. But then I guess like the people that are actually ready for relationships, it's like they see a match made in heaven is what I hear. With the awakening card, it's kind of like they see and receive a reflection of maybe what they've always wanted in love, like a long-term partnership. And I feel like with the burning oak, maybe they have also experienced the tower card energy, like where people maybe like them and then like don't want to settle down with them. So I see the people that eventually do go on to date you are going to be people that also want to settle down, also want to really date and really be with someone in a long-term setting and really commit. You know what I mean? And I feel like with the World's card, we see a fairy ring here, and then at the top we see a human world. So I feel like the reason why people crush on you, not only are you marriage material and girlfriend boyfriend material, but also because I feel you're someone really unique and different, where it's like people want to be a part of your world. I mean, I even saw The Little Mermaid, and now I'm being taken to The Little Mermaid, where she's like, want to be part of your world. You could be very unique and different in a sense where people want to understand you and understand who you really are on a deeper level, that it feels like a breath of fresh air, if that makes sense. Some of you could also be creative, and you could also really be creative with the way that you dress, with maybe artistic gifts or talents. And maybe some of you write, maybe some of you like to sing or play music, or have good taste in music. People could like that. Or maybe you're someone that likes to go to museums, that likes to hang art on your walls in your home, or likes to decorate your home in beautiful ways. You could be someone that really appreciates aesthetics and arts. Or maybe you're someone that bakes, and it's like I see maybe someone here that sees art in everything, in nature, in people, in everything that is beautiful. And your eye for beauty and your perception of the world with such beauty makes people kind of like not only crush on you, but fall in love with you. I'm being taken to. I know this is not the best example to use because this movie was like not movie, this series was like a psychological, um, creepy movie, but do you know Joe Goldberg from You, the series You, when he meets love, and love is like the perfect example of wifey material, but without her psychoness, because that lady was psycho. She ended up killing people in the series, which I don't like. But I'm talking about the parts of her where she would, bake for Joe every day, and she'd bake something for him every day. Like maybe you're someone really thoughtful like that, even if you don't bake for your partner or you don't cook or anything, that's okay. But it's like maybe you're someone that gives really thoughtful gifts, or maybe you're someone with a really romantic side, like you do little things for your person or for whoever you crush on or your friends that seems very special in some way, if that makes sense. And like I said, they see a lot of themselves in you and feel like they can relate to you on a certain type of spiritual level with the awakening card. You may actually awaken people spiritually whenever you're with them and change their lives in some way, or even when you're just talking to someone in a romantic setting. You definitely feel like a breath of fresh air. You definitely bring in transformation and change into people's lives in the best possible way, where they become a different type of person, but a better type of person, if that makes sense. Not in a bad way, but a good type of change. Maybe you are also someone that has a lot of emotional awareness. You're someone that has a lot of emotional maturity, which is also another thing I see here, which is why people crush on you. Maybe some people look for that in long-term partners. And it's like you tick all the boxes of what a person would want in a partnership, which is why people kind of crush on you. And I feel like you've also gone on your own inner healing journey. You're self-aware, you know what you want. And that's another thing that people find sexy, the fact that you know what you want. So before we end off, Spirit wants me to look at the daisy symbolism here. So these sunny springtime blooms have several positive meanings. The meaning of a daisy flower can be purity, innocence, new beginnings, joy, and cheerfulness. In the Victorian area, daisies symbolized innocence, loyalty, and an ability to keep things secret. So you could have that pure innocence to you, like I said, a very angelic essence. You could seem like a beautiful new beginning, and you could be very joyful and cheery to people, and that is why people crush on you. You could also be very loyal, and that's why people crush on you. And you have an ability to keep things secret, especially in friendships. I see that's something people feel like they can really count on you and trust you on. So this was your reading on why people crush on you. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this homemade salt crystal and the butterfly with beauty, card number 25, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at why do people crush on you, my pile number twos. So the number 25 could be significant. Please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. What I feel from your pile, you're showing up as the butterfly with beauty. The first thing people notice about you is that you're very aesthetically pleasing to look at to the eye. That could be the first reason people crush on you, because of course people first feel attracted to the physical and then they get to know us deeper. So people could think you're very conventionally beautiful or attractive or handsome, where it's like, ooh, who's that person over there? Pile number twos. You could also be very gifted since you chose this beautiful crystal. This is actually very sentimental to me, so I only use it sometimes in readings when I feel called to. And for your reading, I definitely felt called to this crystal. So I want to cry talking about this because I love these sentimental things. Maybe you're someone that keeps things sentimental, like when people give you gifts. This was a gift from my boyfriend. So maybe you're someone very sentimental, or maybe you're a really thoughtful gift giver to others, and that's another reason people could crush on you. Or maybe you're very thoughtful with your words. I feel like you have a very poetic way with your words, and sometimes people fall in love with your charm, with that essence you have, because you know how to make your words seem beautiful. Um, what I feel from this, you could also be very gifted and talented in certain aspects or areas of your life, since it's a gift, or you can be seen as a beautiful gift, a beautiful blessing to people when they start a relationship with you or they start getting to know you deeper. People could see you as very free-spirited because the butterfly flies everywhere and it just looks beautiful. You know, you could have that type of beauty where it's like pretty privilege a little bit, so you may get like a lot of more people crush on you than the average person. Um, and you kind of give me that vibe of like, I just want to sit there and look pretty, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean that. But I feel like with the butterfly, yeah, you're seen as very free-spirited, which is why people crush on you. I feel like you're also seen as very beautiful, very colorful, because when we think of butterflies, they have beautiful colors. Maybe you're someone that dresses really colorful, or maybe you just have a very colorful personality. I mean, you even chose a yellow crystal. So yellow is the color of joy and happiness and cheerfulness. So maybe you have that very cheerful personality that makes people crush on you in some way. The butterfly also represents transformation and change. So the butterfly goes through its own journey of first going into its cocoon and then transforming into the beautiful butterfly. So maybe you have been through your own inner transformations within your own life that makes people crush on you. In a way similar to pile number one, I think people see you more as a gift. People see you more as a long-term partner or girlfriend, boyfriend material. But then you may also just have some people that crush on you because of your beauty and because of your physical aesthetic. So just be careful of that. If you're looking to date and settle down, just be careful of people that are only after your looks. Okay, so that's what I want to say. But I feel most people that really get to know you and really stay for the long run see you as a gift or blessing to them, and see the fact that you've gone through your own life transformation as a very beautiful thing, because it's like you've grown, you've blossomed into the best version of yourself, and they feel like they can grow with you. They feel like they can transform with you. You may even bring transformation or change into other people's lives, and that is something people really cherish about you, because the transformation or change you bring into their lives is life-changing. For real. And I feel like this pile could have gone through a glow up in your life for some of you, where because you were maybe once the caterpillar, now you've transformed into the butterfly. It doesn't have to be physical, but it can also be internally, mentally, self-love, something along those lines that is making you even more magnetic to people right now. And I feel like this pile is very psychic, very intuitive, very creative, or very gifted, very talented at certain things. So this card is from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck. And then we're also going to be using the Starseed Oracle deck in a moment. I just want to see if there's anything else on the butterfly on Google, like anything else significant. So, different Native American tribes interpret butterflies in their own way, but generally they're thought to represent change, transformation, comfort, hope, and positivity. You could feel like that comforting person to people, like you could feel to people like they can't just, have a relationship with you romantically. They also have a friendship with you. You feel comforting. You feel like home. I think I said that to Pal 1. So you may actually relate to Pal 1 in a way. You bring hope to people and you bring positivity with just your vibe and your aura. And that makes people crush on you even more. So I kind of just got a notification on my phone. People could love text messages from you. People could love communication with you. I'm really picking up on communication. And it says here, while some believed ancestors communicated through butterflies, others took the presence of these creatures as a joyous or hopeful sign. So I feel like people see you as that joy or hope, when they're specifically looking for a person like you. I'm hearing that song by Rihanna, Where Have You Been All My Life? So it's like people look for a person specifically like you with your traits, and then they're like, where have you been all my life? You know, this is just showing me joy. It's showing me hope for my romance, for my future, for my love life, you know. And you may have sometimes ancestors that actually bring you people on your path that are meant to cross paths with you, that end up crushing on you. So let's take a look at the other oracle cards. So Spirit Guides of pile number 2s. Why do people crush on pile 2? Why do people crush on pile 2? We have Star Brothers with Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Yeah. You're that loyal, safe person people can trust. This is why people crush on you. Like I said before, people look at you as girlfriend or boyfriend material or relationship material, and they see you as a very loyal person that they can count on. I'm hearing that song by, what is it called? Toy Story, You Got a Friend in Me. So it's also like people feel like they can build a friendship with you as well as romance. It's not just a romance lovey-dovey, but it's also a friendship. You can laugh together, you can be playful together. And it feels very much like protective over each other, or one party is protective over the other. I feel that strongly with this card, and people feel like they can trust you. People feel like they can rely on you, like they can count on you, and that's why people crush on you. So we have High Wrath with longing for home, homesick for the stars. That's beautiful. And that's exactly what I said. It's like people have longed for a person like you all their life. Like the people that do end up staying with you and wanting to create, you know, more of a romance with you. And I felt very dizzy now. And then I see the clouds. So you could have that very ethereal and dreamy vibe to you as well, or essence that makes people dream about you a lot or daydream about you a lot. And with all the pink here, it's like this feeling of love and unconditional love. I don't feel like people just crush on you. I feel like sometimes people fall very fast in love with you. Sometimes people may even say, I fell in love at first sight with you because you just have so much beauty. You know what your energy is reminding me of? The butterfly goddess. Psyche. She's the goddess of the soul. You should read up on her because her energy really reminds me of you. And you know, she was this beautiful goddess. She was so, so, so beautiful that she made a love goddess jealous and angry at her. You know, and she was originally a mortal woman, but she eventually turned into a beautiful butterfly goddess, the goddess of the soul. So you should really check her out because I feel her energy with you, or maybe she's a guide to you in your pile, but you definitely feel like home to people. People cherish you. People long for a person like you. And it sort of feels like you may sometimes in your life, when you are ready for love and when you've learned all the lessons, when you've gone through your transformation already, this is when you're going to meet a lot of soul family connections that feel like they've been homesick for you before they even met you, before they even knew who you were. Like, I'm getting the vibe of, I know there's a person out there for me, I just don't know who they are. And then they meet you and it just clicks right away. Or certain friendships in your life that are soul family connections that later on you meet them and they're part of your soul family, they're part of your soul tribe, and you know, you're meant to experience that love with them. So I see even friendships, people like platonic friendships crushing on you in a friendship way because you feel like home to people, you feel like a safe space, and this is why people crush on you. At the back of the deck, we have Earth pulsing with Pulse of the Mother, slow down time in nature. Some of you could definitely relate to pile 1 because pile 1 has a lot of similar themes to you, and it had that slow down card. So spirit guides of my pile number 2s, why do people crush on pile 2? We have the Emperor showing up first. And your essence feels very dreamy but trippy at the same time. Like, I'm looking at these cards and I feel like they're kind of like making me trip out, but it didn't feel like that when I was looking at pile one's cards and I used the exact same cards. So it's very, very interesting. We have the Knight of Wands. I feel like people kind of feel like you make them feel high because I'm hearing that song by Doja Cat that's like, you make me so high, you make me so high. I know you ain't a drug, but you make me so high. So I feel like you just have such a dreamy essence that it puts people into like this daydream state where they even feel a little bit like they're on something. We have the fairy bride. That's confirmation. Your marriage material, my pile number twos. Yeah, people want to wife you up, husband you up. Okay, we have the hermit. So the fairy bride is the lovers, but here it shows a bride. And then we have the Empress. Oh, I love that. Spirit is letting me know you have mama bird energy, dada bird energy. Like you're the perfect person to not only marry but have kids with. And we have the Emperor and the Empress here. So you may actually in this lifetime meet your divine counterpart, the person that kind of like fits you like a puzzle piece, and actually marry them in this lifetime. And a lot of this may be like why they crush on you, because I'm seeing a significant person here. If you are in a romantic relationship while you're watching this reading, then this is your confirmation. Then maybe this is the person I'm picking up on most strongly. But I also feel with the Knight of Wands, you do also have a lot of secret admirers, people that like to watch you and look at you. Even here in the Hermit, looking at this bird from afar. Yeah. So I'm hearing that song for you that's like, she looks just like a dream, the prettiest girl I've ever seen from from the cover of a magazine. So you could also be very photogenic with magazine, where a lot of people like to look at you on social media and crush on you from afar, and people think you look and feel just like a dream, like you're everyone's dream girl, dream boy. Dream person. You're everyone's um favorite person, I'm hearing. Well, not everyone's, but I'm feeling like the people that do crush on you in terms of wanting something more long term with the fairy bride. And I'm feeling like they feel you're very much like that dream person, that perfect person that they'd want in a marriage or in a partnership. And of course, no one is necessarily always perfect. We all have our flaws, but it's like they see you as perfect in some way, like perfect for them, if that makes sense. And what I really love is she has butterfly wings, and so does she. And there's a yellow butterfly here. That's so cool. I feel like with the Knight of Wands, that confirms what I said earlier, because the bunny represents fertility, and here we see a man like watching from afar. So I just say be careful of people that do crush on you, that just wanna, sorry for my language, if you're not under the age of 18, I mean, if you're under the age of 18, skip over this part. Since the bunny represents fertility, they just want to fuck. Sorry. Like F-boy energy, player energy. So be careful of players, be careful of sweet talkers. Unless you want to do that and you want to have fun there, then go ahead and have fun. But I just say be careful of people like that if that's not what you're looking for. Because you're so aesthetically pleasing to the eye, it's like, that looks so good. And these are the types of people that they want every flavor of the ice cream. They don't just want strawberry. They want vanilla. They want mint. They want every flavor in the ice cream. Do you get what I mean? They want to taste and dip their feet into every person out there. So I just say be careful of the players because they can be a little bit charming and they can be a little bit of a sweet talker to you, but they come in very fast and leave also very fast. And I feel with the Hermit, maybe because of this, some of you took a break from dating if you're single and you're really waiting for the one. And for others of you, you do like this, that's okay. I think it's just noting what your preferences are, just knowing yourself, you know what I mean? And for those that did take some time for dating, from dating, and like if you're, or even not, even if you're just a little bit introverted with the Hermit, or you like to spend time alone, that could be another reason why people crush on you. People maybe like that about you, especially if they're also an introverted person or if they're a homebody. I feel like with the Empress here, you're seen as a person that really embodies beauty on the inside and out, regardless of your gender. It's like you're a beautiful person inside and out. You're seen as a gift to people. You're seen as the person people want to date or be with. And not just date and be with, marry as well, have kids with as well. Um, really create everything. I'm seeing the white picket fence. The home, the white picket fence, everything with. You just have a very powerful energy within you, but it comes from love, it comes from the heart, and it comes from this inner joy you bring out to the world. I really feel like you see the world with such beauty, and you're a very nurturing person. You're a very loving person. You're able to really care for others deeply and show them you care through little things you do, through you just being you as well. And I feel like those that do eventually come in and, want to settle down or want to create something stable and long lasting with you, they're going to come in with a plan with the Emperor. They're going to be people that are very much like they know what they want and they're going to work towards you. And you're kind of just going to sit back and allow yourself to receive from them. That receptive energy is something people really like in you. They like to give to you because you're also a giver. So I think when you're in a relationship with a giver and you're also a giver, that's just such a beautiful thing. I feel like here you're also seen as a person that is really able to slow down and enjoy the moment, able to be present in each moment and able to see the beauty in everything. Maybe you're someone that's also very creative, or maybe you're someone that wants kids or loves pets or animals. Something about that is coming through, or kids and animals are just very drawn to you because of your energy. And people see that in you, like if you're very good with kids or animals. Maybe you're someone that really knows how to make a home look beautiful. Something about that is coming through, or artistic nature, creative nature. That's what I'm seeing there. I also feel this pile is very, very intuitive, like you know how to suss people out, and I think that's a good thing. I think because of your intuition, you're able to really know the right things to say to people. You're able to really go deep into a person and understand them and make them feel as if you really see them, as if you really get them. Because I feel like you're a really self-aware person, and you know yourself deeply, and the deeper you know yourself, the deeper you are able to know others and understand the human nature and the human psyche. Maybe you're someone that is interested in psychology or astrology or tarot, but there's just something here about you that is so intuitive and so intelligent at the same time. So people feel like they also really create a mental connection with you and an emotional connection with you on that type of level. So this is why people crush on you. You're such a gift to people, my pile number twos. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pal number threes. If you chose this Larimar crystal and the water fairy with feelings and emotions, card number 28, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at why do people crush on you, my pal number threes. So as soon as I tap into your energy, I heard the song Lotus by Janae Aiko, which is so crazy because there's lotus flowers here on her hair, and I was just kind of like feeling the watery vibe, which is so interesting. Let's just see what the lyrics say. I want to tell you about the lyrics of the song because they're very deep. So, you know what I get from Janae Aiko's song? She has a very like watery energy. I'm not sure if she has any water signs in her chart. She gives me like a Pisces vibe. And here we see the water fairy, so that's so interesting. And I did feel from your vibe like a very serene, watery, feely type of vibe from you, very ethereal and dreamy, but also very soft. I'm hearing the word angelic, very harmonious, but then like your energy feels like soft and serene and peaceful, and her music also sounds like that. So it's very interesting that that's coming through. So the lyrics are: there was a woman born from a lotus. Her heart was golden, deep as the ocean. And then this one man, he came and broke it till it was open just like a lotus. Oh yes, there were explosions. She found her focus, the beast awoken. So what I take from that song, you have a heart of gold, a heart as deep as the ocean. And that is the first reason why people crush on you. Not just crush on you, fall deeply in love with you, like the ocean pulls you in. There's only depth with this pile since you are very watery. Even if you're not a water sign, it feels like when people crush on you, it's very deep. It's not just, okay, I'm crushing on pile 3. It's like, I'm falling massively in love with pile 3. I'm drowning in this water if I'm not ready for the love. But if I'm ready for the love, I'm swimming deep down to the bottom of the ocean and I'm enjoying it. And then I'm coming back to the surface and I'm able to meet you deeply. So because you're able to really meet people deeply, this is why people crush on you and why they start to fall in love. Okay, you have people fall deeply in love with you, my pal threes. And because you're someone that has gone through your own inner transformation with the lotus here. She says here that the one man came and broke it. So maybe you're someone that has been through heartbreak. I mean, even the crystal you chose has markings on it. And what I believe, this crystal Larimar comes from Atlantis and Lemuria. You may actually be very connected to Atlantis and Lemuria in terms of past life energies. And the reason why I actually bought this crystal, there were a bunch of different ones that looked perfect, ones that looked clean, beautiful, but the markings on this really drew out to me because it's like, I want the one that is a little bit more, it has a story to it. And what's so interesting, later on after I bought it, I found out that the Lemurian beings, the Atlantis beings, would, I think it was the Lemurian, if I'm not mistaken, would like merge with these crystals of theirs and put their DNA, their information in it when it fell, when Lemuria or Atlantis ended. I'm not sure which one which. I could be mistaken which one it is, but these markings on these crystals kind of give me the impression of wisdom. So you have a lot of wisdom within your soul. You have a lot of hurt and pain you've healed from, but these markings show wisdom. They don't show that you're broken or imperfect, but they show wisdom. They tell a story of its own. And you've been through a transformation like the lotus. The lotus starts off as a seed in the mud. And then it grows into the water, which represents the healing. And then it blooms into a beautiful lotus flower. So you've bloomed through your own pain. And this is exactly why people fall in love and start to crush on you, because it's like you bloomed from your own pain. You didn't let it destroy you. And that shows the gentle strength you have, because you're able to really connect deeply into your feelings and emotions and really allow that to cleanse you, heal you. You have a lot of healing energy, a lot of good vibes. People may often say, when you touch me, I get goosebumps, or when you talk to me, I get goosebumps. You have a very good energy, and I feel like there's something about your touch, there's something about your voice, there's something about the way you love so deeply and genuinely. There's something about the way you feel so deeply. I'm hearing the song Serenade of Water by Men I Trust. A lot of water energies coming through. Some of you could be water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or could have a lot of 4th house placements, 8th house placements, or 12th house placements in astrology. Or some of you could have water Venuses. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Venus sign. So look into that if you must. Let's go ahead and add the rest of your cards. I'm going to use the Starseed Oracle deck. This is from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck. And then we're also going to use the Victorian Fairy Tarot. And even Men I Trust, her voice is also very soft, very serene. You could have a soft, serene voice, or even if you don't have a soft, serene voice, there's something about your voice coming through. Maybe some of you have beautiful singing voices, and maybe some of you just have like a soft and serene energy. So we have the Courageous Peony with multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. I felt the energy right now of like, I want to drop everything for you. So you may even get sometimes like certain people that, like, let's say they're just talking to people, they're not intending to develop anything serious, for example. Even they will start to develop feelings for you that are a little bit deeper than the average crush, because I feel like, let's say there's like a quote unquote player talking. Let's say there's a quote unquote player talking to you, and maybe they don't put all their eggs in one basket. Maybe they're not the type to really settle down or date. And maybe they don't have intentions of committing, but to them it feels like, I want to drop all my, I don't know why I'm hearing this word, but I'm hearing it, so I'm gonna say it. Like, it's not me being derogatory, but I'm hearing it. Like, I want to drop all my hoes for this one person. So yeah, that's what I see here. So like, you may sometimes get people that actually want something serious, actually want a commitment, be with you. Some of you may relate to the butterfly pile 2, because there's butterflies here. Just a note of that if you were drawn. But yeah, just be careful of people like that, because I feel like sometimes, because you are someone that feels things so deeply, because you have so much depth, they want to meet you deeply, but at the same time, maybe they can also drown in those feelings, because I see those types of player people like aren't necessarily emotionally available, and you need someone that's emotionally available if you want something more long-term and serious. And I feel like that's just something to be careful of, because maybe they can see you're someone very sweet, very kind, very much like in touch with your emotions. So maybe they can sometimes take advantage of you because of your soft nature. So just be very firm with boundaries when it comes to, talking to people first when you don't exactly know what type of character they are and who they really are deep down on the inside. Though I feel you're very empathetic, always trust your intuition when it comes to dating. If you feel a bad vibe from someone, trust that intuitive feeling. That's what I want to say here. So we have star bathing with light body crystal grid, transmission and activation. You definitely have a lot of healing energy. You're seen as a star that shines brightly. This is why people crush on you. And at the back of the deck, we have lost lands with soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. So I feel like a lot of people that fall deeply and madly in love with you is not even just a crush. They feel like they've met you before in a past life. They feel like there's something familiar about you. They feel like empathetically and intuitively drawn to you in a way that doesn't feel humanly or logically explanatory in some way. So this is what I see here. And the word crystal grid is really sticking out to me. You could have an energy like a walking crystal, very healing. Okay. Or crystal grids could benefit you energetically when it comes to romance and dating, like using rose quartz or crystals for love and healing and things like that. And throw in maybe like some root chakra crystals if you want that longevity for relationships. I'd say a lot of earth signs would be very compatible with you, my pile threes. Maybe also air signs if they're not too flighty. So spirit guides of my pile number threes. And the thing is, air signs aren't always necessarily in that stereotype, because I'm an Aquarius and a lot of people are like, oh, Aquariuses are like, they don't want commitment and things like that. But I'm an Aquarius that wants commitment. So it's not always true. I guess you just have to look for the evolved sign, because every sign has its negative qualities and traits when it's unevolved, you know? We have the Wheel of Time. We have the Queen of Winter, which is the Queen of Swords, which I love for you. I love for you this. I'll explain why in a moment. We have the Five of Spring, which is the Five of Wands. We have the Two of Winter, which is the Two of Swords, I think. Yeah, Swords. Interesting that they're holding guns up. Okay. We have the Five of Winter, which is the Five of Swords. And we actually have an extra card for you. We have a lot of swords energy here too. Some of you could also be air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have the Six of Winter, which is the Six of Swords. Yeah, at the back of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. And look at this man looking. So you have a lot of admirers from afar, but I'd say be careful of the player type, because Knight of Wands energy is like coming in hot and fast and passionate and leaving very quickly. And the bunny represents fertility. So it's just like people that just want something surface level, but they don't want to go deeply with you, but they also will leave you out in the cold, you know. If you're not wanting something just like this, it's like they probably just want something sexual here with a bunny, because bunnies are fertility. So I'm actually seeing in your pile with the Five of Wands and Two of Swords with these guns, it kind of gives me the vibe of like, sometimes people are almost like looking at you like a vulture, like they're hungry for you. You could have a lot of beauty, but I also feel like you're very cute in nature and you seem very shy and cute, and that's something people crush on. But then there's also like a hungerness for you here, like people like to stare at you and crush on you from afar. But yeah, what I was saying with the guns and the Five of Wands is, in the beginning of your life, before you have gone through a transformation, you may have had a lot of toxic or karmic connections in your life that actually liked to push your buttons or liked to fight with you. I don't know why, but they liked to have conflict with you. That's really weird. But then I'm also picking up on like a less toxic version of the energy of like play fighting. So you may get some types of people that like to play fight with you or like to tease you a little bit or make jokes a little bit. If that's something you like and vibe with, then go ahead. But yeah, that's what I see there with those two cards. And then with the Wheel of Time, the Wheel of Fortune, It's like what I explained earlier, like how people feel like they have a past life connection with you. There's this feeling of familiarity, like I know you, but I don't know you. Um, like I don't know your body, I don't know your face, but there's this familiarity. It kind of reminds me of another Janae Aiko song I'm hearing in the back of my mind now, where she's like familiar pace, familiar face, starting to feel the familiar pain. Um, and then she's like, "Are you sure we haven't met before?" So it kind of gives me that vibe. Like you may even have some karmic people in your life that felt like you had a past life connection, but also soulmate people and, soul tribe people that you're going to start meeting now and have already started meeting, if for some of you, because I feel like you've already gone through this transformative experience. Because I feel with the Six of Swords, something has changed here. You've transitioned in some way. Maybe you took a resting period or a break from love after the karmic connections, took some time to heal for yourself. And with the Queen of Winter here, maybe it's not like your heart has gone cold, but you've learned who to show that warmth to. You've learned who to show those deep feelings to, because it's like, okay, let's say you're a mermaid, for example, in the deep seas of the water. you know uh, I'm being taken to Aquamarine and how she's in the pool. Let's say you're Aquamarine in the pool, or a man version of Aquamarine. And let's say there's just like random people swimming in this pool. Eventually, this pool's gonna be dirty. You don't want just random people in this pool. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is these random people maybe are gonna come in this pool, maybe dirty it, maybe not clean it after, and then just go home and use this pool. Maybe not use is the right word to use, but why did I use that word, Spirit? I feel like because of your kind nature, maybe you've had people take advantage of that. And I don't think that was the right word to use, so sorry. Really sorry, Pile 3. I don't want to offend anyone. This reading is supposed to come from my heart, so sorry if that offended someone here. But I feel maybe you've had to go a little bit cold, be a little bit of an ice queen, and be very protective over your heart, because it's like your heart, that deep ocean heart, is sacred, my pal threes, and it's only meant to be shared with those that are going to cherish it and hold it gently, because our hearts can be broken very easily. Our heart is very gentle, it's very sacred, it's something that is soft, and it's meant to be treated like the softness it is. It can't just be given to anyone. And I feel like these are the lessons you've maybe learned, like to not just show your heart to everyone, and to be a little bit more discerning of people and trusting of what your intuition is telling you before you open up those gates to your heart. I'm seeing a key to your heart. It's like they need to earn that key to your heart before they get that key to your heart, if that makes sense. And with the Four of Swords, I feel like why people really fall in love with you and crush on you is because they feel like safe in your arms. They feel safe with you. They feel like you sort of warm them up in their coldness. Like maybe you may attract people that have felt similar, like felt similar pain to you, or felt like they've been taken advantage of in their own life. And I feel with the Four of Swords here, it's kind of like you make them feel safe and protected and cherished, and it's kind of like you're very nurturing. That's why people crush on you and start to deeply fall in love with you. And I feel like also you're someone that's really courageous to be yourself in the world. You have a uniqueness to you, my pal number threes. And I feel like because you have this uniqueness to you, you're able to be yourself in the world. You're able to have courage to be yourself in the world. And that is another thing people crush on, because it's like, I kind of feel the energy of let's be weird together forever. that, that It was a Halloween art made by, what's her name again? Let me try find it on my phone. She's an artist that makes like spiritual art. I love her art. So it's the artist Alexis Rakan. So her surname is spelled Rakun. And what's really interesting is it says like on there, let's be weirdos together forever. And she's kissing him on the cheek. And there's also a forehead kiss. So there's something about your kisses too, like that people just cherish. And it's like that feeling of let's be weird together. Let's just be weird together. Let's be weirdos. Let's be silly together. Let's be ourselves together. And people feel like they can be themselves in front of you. They feel like you're not afraid to be yourself in the world. You're very courageous and bold to put yourself out there as well. And I feel with the Queen of Swords, people also really love communication with you. They really love to get to know your mind, and there's something about the communication here that people really start to crush on you because they start to connect to you on a mental level as well and start to feel intellectually stimulated by you. And it feels like people really feel seen by you because you're so empathetic and nurturing. You really know how to comfort people. You feel like comfort. You feel like, when you're in your bed and you feel comforted, and it feels like, it's winter and you're drinking a hot cup of hot chocolate. That's how your energy feels like to people. So this was your reading, my pile threes. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!